EagleRaceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Picture this. You're in the doghouse, and flowers just won't cut it this time. Enter jewelry, the ultimate peace offering. It's a gesture that speaks volumes, showing her you're willing to go the extra mile to make things right. So next time you're in the doghouse, remember, diamonds are a guy's best friend too. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Staying healthy and comfortable starts with the air you breathe. If you're noticing more dust, odors, or allergies, it could be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Pure Air starts with cleaner air ducts, hair with enhanced filtration and purifications options, and the difference is amazing. When the air you breathe is clean and fresh, your home smells fresher and your family is healthier. Time for cleaner air in your home? Call Bryant for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is bringing back Bowl for Kids' Sake. Create a team, raise donations, and join the bowling celebration at Sun Valley Lanes and Games on May 2nd. Every contribution helps to create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships for Lincoln's young people. Learn more and register today at bbbsmidlands.org under the Events tab. Big Brothers Big Sisters, igniting the power and promise of Lincoln's youth for over 50 years.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, welcome on this beautiful Wednesday hump day. It is cloudy, rainy, and look cray-cray outside, Nick.
What constitutes it to look cray-cray outside, AD?
It look cray-cray, Nick. It look cray-cray.
It's about to be cray-cray in the studio here in less than an hour.
Yes, it is. You know why?
Heavenly Waffles.
Oh, my goodness, man. I was thinking of Heavenly Waffles this morning. I was thinking about it last night. Raff reminded me this morning when he sent me a text about 5:30, and he goes, Heavenly Waffles. Maybe have Bob at about 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about AG, what's happening, my man?
Not much. Not much.
What's it looking like in H-Town this morning?
It's 80 degrees and partly sunny.
Oh, snaps. 80 already.
Yeah, it's been 80 for a month now.
Oh, man.
Even though I've been gone. Yeah.
That's the problem, is that it got up to, it was like 78 yesterday. It just waited until about 3 o'clock to do so, and then it went away by 3:45 because the sun was getting ready to go down. I'm kidding, but ultimately, no, it was a good day yesterday for the most part.
Raffy, what's it looking like in Huntsville, my man?
78, partly cloudy.
What is that noise, Nick?
They were sliding tables in.
I was wondering what that was. I'm like, man.
Don't you worry, AD. They're just getting set up. They're getting set up to feed everybody. And it is. Come on down to the station. It's been a long time. We used to have Heavenly Waffles every single Wednesday, but then some good things happened to Heavenly Waffles, and they got incredibly busy. They went all over the place. They've been working around Costco's across the Midwest. They went out to Washington, I believe. They worked with professional teams. Dude, they're just chugging along, and here they come back on April 30th. It's crazy to think that it's the last day of April to begin with.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, on that point, I just need to defend myself really quickly for something that was blasphemed across these airwaves in the last segment of the early break show.
What happened?
So Jake Sorensen, he was coming at me in the middle of the second segment and third segment during the commercial break because he asked me the question, Nick, did you ever participate in Mayday baskets? Did you ever give or receive Mayday baskets? And I said, no, we didn't do that. We didn't worry about Mayday baskets when I was growing up. And he goes, okay, cool. And he made fun of me for that or whatever. And he was like, oh, Nick's too good for Mayday baskets. That's not what I was getting at. But then
look at Jake.
Listen to this. He goes, it's true. But then I listened to Jake turn on that microphone. And what's he say to the public? Nick doesn't know what Mayday is. Completely blasphemed. I am well aware of what Mayday is, what you do on Mayday, what the tradition is, and I wish I participated, but I didn't. And I feel like this isn't the first time that Jake Sorensen has blasphemed me over the airwaves and hasn't brought me in to defend myself rightfully. So now I have to wait until after another commercial break to finally clear my name. That's all I wanted to say. The last day of April, guys. It's crazy to believe.
Raff and AG, did you guys participate in May Day?
I'll be honest, no. I think I had found out about it when my great nephew, St. Cyr Thomas or St. Thomas, was born in he was born in 2002 or 2003, and that's when I found out, oh, he's a May Day baby. I was like, oh, okay, but I didn't know you received gifts on that day. So I just knew, I was like, hey, I got a nephew born on May 1st. Awesome. That's it. So I know the day because it's his birthday, and I just sent him his birthday card out in LA. So his birthday's tomorrow. That's all I know about May 1st.
Raff, did you do that, man? May Day growing up, Chief?
Okay, so May Day is the one where you make the basket right and put it on the front door and run. Is that the one?
That's right. I mean, you don't have to run. You could just
certain neighborhoods that would not be. That would May Day will be the last day.
Just a brisk walk, okay? Don't draw any attention to yourself.
Yeah, we did May Day baskets.
What did you just make it, Raff? I feel like when we talk about May Day baskets and like Valentine's Day stuff, I feel like you were the type that always did the sport themed ones.
Yes.
Or I mean, specifically, it was Denver Broncos. It's like, hey, John Elway wishes you a happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. I remember the May Day baskets because I remember we take great pride in putting the candy inside of them and getting them ready to go. And then you kind of had like your depth chart of, okay, who are we going to deliver May Day baskets to? And there'd always be like that one or two kids in the neighborhood that wouldn't get as much candy because you'd have your depth chart of some of the friends would get more than the others.
Well, now that the natural question that I have to ask is, where do you feel like you ranked on other people's depth charts?
Oh, I never got any, so I'm figuring out.
You were low. You were about fourth string.
I don't think my family even celebrate. Like I said, once I had a great family member born in that day, that's the only reason I knew about that day. Did some homework. Somebody said to me, "Oh, he's a May Day baby," and I'm like, "Okay, what's that mean?"
But you said you grew up in Compton to begin with, right?
Close, South Central.
Yeah. Mayday baskets back then probably weren't what they were cut out to be.
Ain't gonna be no May Day baskets in LA for too long unless you got a security guard and one of those big plexiglass things to protect the items.
You got to put it in a lockbox.
Yeah, put it in a lockbox and then with a code and a key.
Yeah, exactly. Duo factor authentication had a different meaning back in the day.
Oh, for sure.
In South Central, like the song says, how to survive in South Central.
Yeah.
Cap is fundamental. There was no May Day cap. No May Day.
Definitely no May Day.
Somebody's porch.
Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's was spent on the floor in the house.
Yeah.
Because it was shots going off. And my mom was like, Mom and Dad's like, hit the floor. We don't know if the bullets are coming through the windows or through the roof. So
wow.
Well,
everybody had a gun.
Well, AG, Raff, and Nick, you know this. Unfortunately, this is happening way too often in Lincoln. Not obviously not a daily occurrence or a weekly occurrence, but man, there was that drive-by shooting that took place on 40th and Old Cheney 2 weeks ago. Man,
I know.
Riddle bullets
in Lincoln,
bro, off of 40th and Old Cheney.
Hey, Lincoln's getting dicey. AG, Lincoln's getting dicey.
Lincoln getting gangster, huh?
40th and Old Cheney. I was like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, look at me.
Nick, you look at me.
Look at me. I combed my hair this morning. Anyway, we have a couple of texts we want to get to. Hizzlebear says we used to weave paper baskets in school for May Day. That sounds actually pretty creative. Nice job.
Yep, we should do that.
Rubber Duck from LinkedIn says with the prices nowadays, nobody can do May Day baskets. That makes sense.
You just say Happy May Day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There was one in here. Hizzlebear says, Nick, when you have kids, you have to make them do this kind of stuff. The memories are for the parents. I get that.
That is true.
And I will say, through working here and doing shows with gentlemen who are a couple of 8 years wiser than I am.
The elder statesman.
Yeah, the elder statesman. It has allowed me to open and broaden my horizons of what I want to do and participate in with my future children when that time comes.
Nick,
if that time comes.
You remember that movie Training Day with Denzel Washington?
Yes.
Remember he met with the three wise men?
Mm-hmm.
So me and Raff, Raff, and AG, the three wise men for you, man.
Hello, gentlemen.
We have a sit down with you, like, you know what, Alonzo, Nick? You messed up out there, right?
Yep.
You're like, no, I can fix this. I can fix this.
I bring my pen and paper. and I am studious when we meet for a conference meeting.
Studious.
Either way,
You guys, I got a would you rather question.
Oh, Lord. I saw this on the text. I'm like, what is this dude? He must be bored.
It's a very simple one. A would you rather. You have to do one or the other. Would you rather go hunting or would you go fishing?
Fishing. Easy.
AG,
Fishing.
you go fishing.
Fishing. Easy. It's warmer, and you could lay back and take a nap. If you want.
Great point on the weather piece, because there's something relaxing about being able to sit in the deer blind, but the weather, man.
It's gonna be 35 degrees and it's November.
All right.
That's when season actually opens up for rifle, where you could bring your rifle out.
Yep.
It's in November. In Midwest, nah.
No.
In the South, okay. If it's down here, okay, no problem.
Text line, I'm gonna open up to you as well. AG said he'd rather go fishing. Text line, would you rather go fishing or hunting? AG's fishing because AG said you can take some naps in the meantime too.
Yep. You can just put the roll out there, let the hook, hit the bait, and you good. I mean, you go, I've been fortunate enough, humble brag here, to go deep sea fishing. Where you don't even, it's deep sea fishing where you don't even touch the fishing pole.
No.
They got a guy to put the pole out there for you and then put the bait on and the hook on. I'm like, what are we doing here? I'm like, time out. I was like, I want to do that. It's like, no, I'll do it for you. I said, no, I want to experience deep sea fishing. I'm that dude. So give me the pole, back off. If I cut myself, let me ride with it. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, thank you. Like, back up, man. I'm like, I want to.
AG, let me ask you this though. Have you gone fishing for sailfish?
Sailfish. You mean on a sailboat or
those big mariners fish looking things?
Like a marlin.
Like a marlin.
Yeah, no, that's what we were out there trying to find. We didn't find them. We got a whole bunch of bonitas.
AD's favorite picture of himself is him trying to reel in this fish because the dude has been working at it for about 45 minutes and the veins are popping out of his biceps.
No, 90 minutes. I wanted to cut it. AG, they do all that for you. I was ready to cut the bait off. I'm like, I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I was fighting this thing for about 90 minutes. This joker was $180.
Yeah.
That was reeling in a grown man. And it just deep dives and goes. And I was like, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
That was the morning. I was like, I don't want to fish no more. I'm done. So Nick, what would you do?
Well, so Joe B makes a good question on here, and there's always caveats. If it's ice fishing, I'm out. I'm out.
I got a homie.
Hey, my ice
I'll
fishing.
probably do it though. I got a friend in Green Bay who I played with, Chris, and he does it all the time.
I'll be honest. Northern pike are my favorite fish to catch, but I don't want to do it in the ice. If you're not catching anything, it is a cold day on that water. And
either way,
hey man, your joints start hurting, your joints and your bones, and just start aching, and oh my gosh, it's bad.
Raffy, go ahead.
I'm gonna say open water fishing simply just because of the weather. I'm a warm weather guy. I hate cold.
Yeah.
It was beautiful on the water.
Oh, I love it. There's something about just being able to just float. You're just floating with the current. There's something about it being on a boat.
It's hypnotic out there.
Yeah.
Man. Raff,
100%.
what about you, man? Because you did some hunting just this past winter. Would you rather hunt or would you rather fish?
I'm going hunting. Let's go hunting.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you did that.
I would have said fishing for you.
Well, the thing with fishing, I like fishing, but it gets kind of boring if you're not a good fisher. And
that's why you're taking that.
Fisherman. You're not a good fisher. Real great grammar coming from Chris Raff on a Wednesday morning.
I'm a better hunter, I think, than a fisher.
And then we double down on it. Either way, hey, Raff, I would understand that. I understand that. I think if you could figure out a way, I'll say this publicly, like I have always wanted to hunt mule deer. I've only ever done whitetail, obviously. And my family used to had some land up in like the Valparaiso, Toohey, Nebraska area. Have you ever been to, speaking of Toohey
Bar?
Tuffy's.
Yep.
Tuffy's Bar.
Haven't been there. What you're talking about?
There's this situation. I mean, guys, I'm telling you right now.
I've heard of it.
There are core memories ingrained in my brain of us taking a break because Nebraska versus Minnesota or Nebraska versus Michigan would be the 11 a.m. game. So we'd go to either Harry's in Valparaiso or we'd go to Tuffy's in Toohey. And hopefully this unlocks some text messages here. because we'd either go to one of those two places. We'd all be decked out in our hunting gear, our bibs, our coveralls, everything going after a morning hunt. And we'd watch Nebraska versus whatever Big Ten opponent that they were playing that day. There's some core memories that we've opened up now talking about hunting back in the day.
Yeah, there's quite a few of the texts. Bill and Bennett, good morning, says fishing by far. Scaper, nice looking lawn, my man. He goes, no stress, mow 3 to 4, hides good. He goes, the more doors, the wheels of the world. Riddle me that. Love the show, guys. We'll have to get to that one as well. Hillsville Bear, would you consider yourself a masturbator?
Whoa, AD.
Ohio Husker, just keep rolling. Hunting or shooting stuff? I'd rather hunt. I don't want to hunt or shoot, man. I just want to fish. I want to just fish.
Yep.
Dave from Renew. Let me see here. Get yourself a gun. Not reading the rest.
Yep. Come on.
You guys, text in stuff we can actually read on air. Joe B. Yeah, he's going to be up in Kansas. Jeremy the Grill Master. Well-trained dog definitely helps when you go hunting. Well-trained dog definitely helps if you do that.
Yeah.
He says if you ever go to a car show, he says in Tui. Have you been to a car show in Tui before, Nick?
Never.
TI, good morning to you, TI.
Unfortunately, I've never been to a car show. Oh, I have up in Seward. Never really enjoyed the car stuff, though.
Let me see here. And maybe because my mind's not in the gutters on some of these things, I don't even know what he's talking about. But we'll just let it roll.
You just got to understand context.
Yeah.
I thought you and Hazelbear bonded this past weekend.
Yeah. And how here he is trying to make you say some things on the air.
Yeah, I tell you, man, you got to keep hope alive.
Hey,
man.
what do
Always
they
gotta
say
bend
about
your toes.
friends and enemies and close and
Keep your
closer?
enemies closer.
Right?
Friends close, but enemies closer.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
friends
close to
closer,
Raff.
enemies closer.
Scott from Roca, Scooter. What up, Scooter? He goes, why can't we do both? Well, it's either or. You have to choose that day which one you're going to do. Or I would go, personally, I would go fishing. It's like AG. I want to be, first of all, I'm not walking around in the cold. I don't want something out there 35 degrees. At least if you don't shoot anything, if you don't shoot anything, you're just walking in the cold. That's it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying, AG?
Why?
Well,
Why?
I will
There's
say
no.
this. I've walked plethora of cricks in my day. As the younger one in the group, I've walked plenty of cricks to just try to get chase and spook deer out so that people can be in there. I've walked plenty of them, and when you're walking in those things trying to navigate through all the trees and shrubs,
fun, bro.
It's not. I mean, I didn't mind it because I was 12 at the time, or like 14.
What about
Don't
now?
worry. Now I would probably have a little bit of an issue with it.
So,
but you're pretty warm because you're walking hundreds and hundreds of yards, and you got wind blockers because you're deep in the
think about
creek.
everything you said. You're walking hundreds and hundreds of miles. You're geared up like
yards.
crazy.
Yards. Yeah.
Now think about this. You're in a boat. You're on the water. It's relaxing.
Oh, I know.
A beverage.
Trust me.
Maybe you catch something, maybe you don't. But either way, you're relaxing, baby.
Ice cold water.
There you go. That's all you need, man. That hunting is too much work.
Yep.
Too much work.
It's all about lifestyle and ease.
That's right.
That's why we don't walk when we golf.
Nope.
That's why we always ride in a golf cart.
Nope.
I've done that before. That's no problem.
That is no fun. When I go to the golf course, I'm going to golf, not
That's
walk.
right.
I walk at the gym. Folks, speaking of the gym, Nick, it's my first day back at Furrell's today.
That's what I saw.
No kicking, just some slight punching. So that was good. So the shot, I think, is working, but we ain't pushing it too much, man. So no, I'm not golfing this week, Nick.
That's fine. I wasn't going to ask.
Just not today because it's raining.
But
nevertheless.
Yeah.
Folks, we come back. We've got a lot of sports to discuss. There's somebody that is hitting the ball like crazy. That's just south of us, not too far. We'll discuss that. A lot of other sports news that we'll get into as well. And, man, there was a heck of a game last night in the Haymarket. We'll discuss that as well. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
Spring sports are here, and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Fight fans, May 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports hosts the first bare-knuckle boxing bout ever at Pinnacle Bank Arena, pitting Lincoln's Tower Robinson against McCook's Thomas Thatcher. Additionally, MMA bouts will see champion Nate Morrow battle Nebraska City's Brett Minner. University of Nebraska wrestler Tyler Berger makes his pro MMA debut, and Hunter Green takes on Husham Zadow for the amateur featherweight title. Also, professionals Brady Minner, Sean Lindgren, Justin Weaver, and the debut of another Nebraska wrestler, Bubba Wilson. 16 fights are scheduled Saturday, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Fight cards subject to change. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Pinnacle Bank Arena box office.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. We'll see a high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly cloudy, a low near 51. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly sunny and breezy, the high around 70. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. trial attorneys you can trust.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Has experienced hail damage, and there's never been a better time to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle. The hail was very spotty, some pretty light, others heavier, but there are huge discounts right now happening at Koppel. So please do not wait. Get thousands of additional discounts along with 0% APR. There will be a lot of people heading this way to purchase vehicles. So stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit.
Delicious, decadent, scrumptious, delightful. What other words can I use to describe something so tasty? How about heavenly? Chef Bob Haney created heavenly waffles to be incredibly fluffy, packed with protein, and loaded with a plethora of angelic toppings to elevate your experience beyond the typical waffle and syrup. Don't just take our word for it. You can experience heavenly waffles for yourself this Wednesday, April 30th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. only at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios located at 1040 O Street in Lincoln.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is bringing back Bowl for Kids' Sake. Create a team, raise donations, and join the bowling celebration at Sun Valley Lanes and Games on May 2nd. Every contribution helps to create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships for Lincoln's young people. Learn more and register today at bbbsmidlands.org under the Events tab. Big Brothers Big Sisters, igniting the power and promise of Lincoln's youth for over 50 years.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Hazelberry, I am totally running you over when I see you.
I was going to say, we explained the joke to AD. We're good.
Hazelberry off the chain, bro.
We have explained it. AD is now in the know.
You didn't realize.
Ron Burgundy will read anything on that monitor.
Hey, Hazelberry says, guys, I just want to say I'm sorry for that text. I didn't think that you'd read it.
Hey, I just roll right up and down. I don't think anything of it because I'm thinking people are not going to say anything. Hazelberry.
Oh, no.
But you know what?
People be dropping stuff in here all the time. I'll be paying attention to the chat.
Oh, my goodness.
Chat thinks we slick.
I thought it was going to be about hunting or fishing.
Well, it was.
It was. It technically, part of it.
You just got to make sure you take about a 5-second pause in between those two words.
Facts. Yeah, chat be off the chain sometimes.
Raff, you good,
That was Raff snort right there.
Hey, I haven't heard one of those. I don't think that's my first time hearing Raff snort.
Raff's out of control.
That's why I know it's funny.
Well, guys, there was a barn burner last night for a game. But first of all, man, Kansas City Royals Bobby Witt
Jr.
You have to say Junior?
Just to be correct, yes. But go ahead. What's he doing?
You know what is Daddy doing? 20 game.
yeah.
20 game hitting streak for the Kansas City Royals, first one of 2025.
Yeah.
You guys, how significant is that, though?
Oh, it's massive. I think, guys, I'll say this real quickly. If I was starting in a Major League Baseball organization and there was one player current day that I could like start my organization around, it would be Bobby Witt Jr.
I mean, and I was just kind of going over the stats this morning. 8-2 over the last 10 games. They started off 8-14, 8-2 over the last 10 games. And then you look at Witt's his streak right now at the plate. It's just ridiculous, man. And really, I didn't realize he was as young as he was. I thought he was about 26, 27. That dude's 24 years old.
That's right.
And getting it done. AG Raff, comments on this, man.
I mean, playing baseball, when you get in the rhythm, when you start seeing the pitch out of the pitcher's hand the right way, no matter what pitch it is, fastball, the curve, the slider, you just gotta just hope. The biggest thing is just don't overthink it. Just go in there and continue with doing what you're doing. Because once you start overthinking it, then that's when it might come up. You'll obviously miss a hit or whatever. But it's all about knowing your pitches, doing the research, and then obviously being confident in your hit game. And right now, his confidence is riding high. And so I've seen other hit streaks. I hope he continues it. I hope he breaks records doing it. So I just, playing baseball is just it's part of the game that you hopefully you can get in that groove and keep it going.
Raff, you think about how they struggled, like I mentioned, 8-14 to start off with, of course, as part of this turnaround they're going through. Do you throw his name in that potential MLB MVP race, Nick and Raff?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's one of those things too that I hope that he can continue, this streak up, maybe, get it up to 30 games. Nothing brings eyes to baseball more than something like a home run chase or somebody going after Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. That'd be huge for the city of Kansas City. And so I hope that it's something that to say that he gets up and makes a run at it, probably not. But if he could keep it up for another couple of weeks, just the eyes that would draw to baseball in Kansas City would be huge.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I think you have to put him in the most valuable player conversation. I mean, you have to look what he did last year. In 2024, he was the American League batting champion as well. He led all of Major League Baseball in batting average and in hits. He recorded 211 hits, if I remember correctly,
right.
in 2024. I think he had a 311 batting average, if I remember, in 2024. I mean, this is a guy that this
Actually,
is
332 batting average.
Sorry, 332. Thank you. This is a guy that where unfortunately in baseball, market size matters. And what I mean by that is Aaron Judge, and we see this with like a little bit of Mike Trout, because there's a difference between the Los Angeles Angels and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Market size matters. And what I mean by that is playing in Kansas City, you don't get the same number of eyeballs that Aaron Judge does in New York. And while that's not a discredit to what Judge does in New York, what is important to just take into consideration is that the market size is dramatically larger in New York in comparison to Kansas City. So Bobby Witt Jr. to actually have a chance to win the most valuable player, the MVP in the American League, not only does he have to just be a better ball player than Aaron Judge, he has to significantly, without a doubt, prove to everybody that he is a better player than Aaron Judge or a better player than somebody else in a larger market. Just because the Royals aren't in a large market, they don't operate like a large market baseball team. We think about the Yankees time and time again throughout the offseason, during the season. Why? Because eyes are always on them and they spend a heck of a lot of money. The Royals do not. And so Bobby Witt Jr., when you're talking about how awards are given out in Major League Baseball, and there's so many politics and there's so many guys that have personal vendettas against the players, that like the writers that vote, when you talk about vendettas and things like that, not only do you have to, like I said, statistically be a better ball player, but you have to blow it out of the water without a shadow of a doubt to truly earn that award.
Nick, you're talking about like even just markets. You think about New York. I mean, it's an international market. I mean,
Yeah,
there's people,
it is.
writers, reporters all over the world,
Right? Like
at those games.
we talk about, okay, so who are the biggest markets? It's the Dodgers and the Yankees. Those are the two biggest markets. And they spend the most money. The Mets are now in that conversation as well with Juan Soto and how much they're spending on their roster. Everybody talks about them because they're trying to capture these championships. However, when you have a team like the Royals, who statistically, if you asked a large conglomerate of just casual baseball fans, hey, who won the American League batting title last year? Most of the people are going to say, well, Aaron Judge. What about Mike Trout? What about these guys, this guy, that guy? It would probably take a while for you to get to Bobby Witt Jr., not because he's one of the most exciting players. It just doesn't get covered to the level, AG and Raff, that it does if Aaron Judge went out to do it. And that's not to discredit Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that's why a hit streak would be so huge for him the way he has it at 20 right now. If he could run that to, say, 30, 35 games, then all of a sudden those national writers, those eyes start to go to Kansas City because he'll start to chase history.
You know what, Raff? And AG reminds me when this is back in the day, Nick, when Sammy Sosa and McGuire were doing the home run, the chase, and how folks who never really paid attention to baseball that close. I remember just being out at the farm. We're out there working. It's like, wait, the game's on. Soto's up. Or this guy's up. Yeah. You couldn't wait to the at bats. Remember that, Raff and AG? The at bats were literally televised because it chased national attention. You think about this. He keeps, Witt keeps this up, man. It's going to, I'm not saying garner that same, but it's going to have more eyes there in that market in KC for sure.
Go ahead, AG.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, and also you got to throw in there, he had 32 home runs, and he's increased that every year, too. So he is, so regardless, I say as a player, former player, manager, I put that hat on. I'm like, hey, Bobby, just keep hitting them, knocking them out, because we want the biggest goal here is get to the playoffs, so make sure pitching is along. And I think that's one of their little struggles. And KC has been pitching. They've always had some hitters there to get them through and get them to there. But then once you get in the playoffs, that's the one part is got to make sure you got the hitting and the pitching going. But knowing that he has 32 home runs and continue to bat runs in, I say that also is a nice little bonus, regardless of what attention, who's giving him the attention or not.
Yeah, you're right. And AD, Raff, you guys, you mentioned the home run chase between those two guys and McGuire. And like, we have to remember, so in 2022, we had something similar to where Aaron Judge broke Roger Maris's record of 61 home runs in a single season by hitting 62 in the season in 2022. And that was a similar situation as to where it was televised every at bat. ESPN was breaking in to football games and things like that late in the year to televise Aaron Judge's at bats just in case it happened. It was similar to LeBron James when he got the All NBA record of scoring points.
God rest his soul, but Ryan Hutzel was blowing me up because he's a huge Yankees guy. Was blowing me up. He goes, dude, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. So shout out to our guy Ryan Hutzel. Just back Sunday, was a year that he's been gone. So just a year, but a huge Yankees fan, man. And every time that was coming up at bat, he'd be like, AD, you watching, right? Not really, Hutch.
No. Hey, speaking of watching, AD, did you watch that Cubs Pirates game last night? No.
Man, the time is we're up
against the clock. Yeah.
You ain't no real fan. You ain't no real fan.
No, not to lose.
Just lay your team out there and not watch them.
I was watching this on my phone. While I was watching, of course, Nebraska.
Yep.
And I kept seeing the score come through. I'm just like, this is getting worse and worse, man. They got beat down 9-0.
Well, how about this statistic for you guys? And I sent this to a couple buddies. I said, or it was the statistic of, it was the first time since July 2nd, 2013, guys, that the Cubs finished a game and did not have a single strikeout at the plate. The Pirates did not strike out the Cubs once yesterday. The entire game, they did not have a single strikeout.
Oh, man, we gotta go. We're up against
when you don't have the pitching that you need, it's rough sometimes. That's how it is. It's hard out here for a pitcher.
I mean, you can just get lucky and strike a dude out. Now he's the best offense in baseball.
Now when you got torpedo bats, the Cubs got those bats too?
No, get out of here. We are honoring the pastime, and we do use authentic normal bats. But no, the Cubs, they won 9-0 yesterday. They play again tonight at a little after 5:30 p.m. Cubs and Pirates, but maybe the Cubs can get struck out just one time tonight. We'll see.
Maybe.
For the first time since April 29th of 2025, the Cubs finish a game without recording a strikeout.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta like as an athlete, I say as a professional, I say really any level. Just say this, any level. I've been in those games. Like I played a little league baseball game where we got beat so bad where like guys wasn't even trying to run the first base after they did get a hit. I'm like, hey man. At the end of the day, look, I know we getting throttled right now, but at least play, like give it a shot. Like you running the first base, you're clearly gonna make it, and you just literally like jog. Like, oh man, like you have these moments, you have these years, and the professional level for me then also was 2005, where half or more of our offense was out. I was one of the victims. I tore my quad, and then defense, we had about 9 starters out, like major injuries, not just soft tissue stuff. So it happens, and that's the part of sports. He's like, okay, this is the part I'm going to get tested in. It's going to push me to a part where, as a coach and a player, you're like, oh man, what we going to do? And it's like, you know what? You can't control nothing right there in that situation. So for I was just thinking about basketball too. Last year, a couple years ago, when the Pistons were like not good, remember? It's like they are struggling, but look where they're at now. They're in the playoff. They could have stayed there mentally and be there even longer in a hole where they couldn't dig themselves out of. So this is where sport, where if you break down sport, it helps you get through things or learn things that you didn't want to think you want to learn. Like, oh man, I don't know how to get over a losing streak and get going again. How I'm going to do that? Even though you get paid millions of dollars at the pro level, you still got to go out there and play. But that's where you find out the authenticity of you playing. Like, are you out there for that money, or you go out there for pride and be like, hey man, I'm not going to get my butt kicked, so I'm going to go out here and make sure I'm prepared every game, and obviously motivate my teammates the same to get them ready to go. So that's the type of mindset and that's what I love being an athlete, because you learn those things and don't even realize what you're going through and what you're learning.
That's all I will say is that, and I might have just lost my. Oh no, I did not. I need whoever texted in yesterday from an unknown number to please text in again. The one that was talking all the junk yesterday.
I had one of those last week. So
the one that was talking all the junk. I could scroll all the way down, or we can just make everybody's lives easier.
Right.
And you can just text in and
Hey
say,
Nick, I feel you. I had somebody trash talking to me last week, and I was like, oh,
hey,
okay.
all I'm gonna say is they came in yesterday. They said, they were like, Nick, are you ready for the Pirates to beat your bleepity bleep Cubs?
Dang.
What's going on tonight? It's here we go. I hope you're ready for this bleep kicking. Where are you at? Where are you at? What did Dion say? I ain't hard to find. Here I am. Come on down to the station, 1040 O Street, Heavenly Waffles. Okay. Make sure we empty our pockets at the door just in case.
Troy Lincoln does say something good. He goes, one thing I know that Paul Skeens wasn't pitching for the Pirates.
100%. Yep. But it wasn't Troy, because it was somebody that didn't have a name associated to them on the text line.
Yeah,
it wasn't Troy. But it was somebody that didn't have a name associated with them, and they're always the loudest. They're always the chirpiest. They're always the loudest.
This guy's like Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah. It's some dude that just left the gym after a massive shoulder pump.
Silly.
Yeah. He comes in, he rips off the tank top. He's like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah. We got them keyboard champions, boy. I tell you.
Yep. He's gonna be like, hey, I'm here for Nick. He was asking about me. No, I wasn't. I don't know.
Hey, I did put out a couple conversations like that. I say, hey, bro, you don't know who you talking to. I thought I'll pull up on you. And they'd be like, man, you ain't coming to me. I said, man, I know people that work for the FBI.
Hey, Dirty Tony and the boys makes a good point, and I need to live by this. Dirty Tony, I appreciate you for keeping me humble. He says lasagna, Nick. Lasagna. Real G's move in silence like the G in lasagna. I appreciate that.
I love that saying,
I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me grounded.
I love that
But
saying.
still, pull up. Anyway.
Folks, when we come back.
AD, do you smell that?
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
It's the Heavenly Waffles.
Yes, it smells definitely too. Man, Nick, I'm just befuddled. I'm so hungry. We are going to have Bob in at 10 o'clock to talk about what they've been doing for a little bit too around the country. We got some history when we come back, though, folks, on this rainy, beautiful Wednesday morning at the drive, man. The days are all messed up, the rain, man. It was messed up on the sunny, too. What difference does it make?
Yeah. Hey, it's chaotic outside.
It's chaos.
Is it?
It is. Chaotically rainy.
Yeah. Hizzlebear, why don't you text in? Let's see if AD's learned his lesson yet.
See if you can say something, Hizzlebear. Man, Hizzlebear, I'm just still laughing at myself, man. You're a master joker. We'll be right back.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all. And full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters. And the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm starving. I'm in the mood. I'm starving. I'm in the mood. Bob brought in 2 plates. He's going to talk about them. Nick, he brought in some sausage links or something like that, man. Some bacon. Of course, the amazing Heavenly Waffle. Dude, it is absolutely going bonkers. I think he's got some new maple syrup.
Stay away from the sausage.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this. Protein packed, which is important for macros. Protein packed. It's a yogurt based. I'm going to let Bob, we're going to let Bob real quick after history. 80, just pause for a second. 80, pause for a second because we got to do history and then we can go back to eating. Okay. Put the fork down. Hey, Aaron Davis.
Yeah.
Aaron Davis, put the fork down. Down.
Oh, man, let's do it.
There it is. I trust you. Okay. Raff, what you got for history today, my friend?
All right. My history for today goes back to 1921. The first American Professional Football Association championship is awarded to the undefeated Akron Pros as they finished the season 8-0-3, and the defense gave up 7 points the entire season. So this is technically the first NFL championship, as you had said. They were sort of like the great grandfather of the NFL. So that is my history. The Akron Pros.
Love it.
Yeah. What was it? Akron who?
The Pros.
The Pros? Akron Pros.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, before I read mine, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. And Jack's got a birthday coming up next week, man.
Oh, is that right?
He's got a birthday coming up, man. B-Day coming up. In Husker history, very quickly, folks, in 1905, spring football practices are held for the first time in several years, despite Coach Bummy Booth's off-season absence to practice law in New York. Boy, the priorities have definitely changed a little bit here in Nebraska and collegiate sports. It's like, yeah, we're not having spring practice. I got some clients in New York I need to go take care of.
Exactly. Right? Oh my gosh.
Coach Bummy Booth says, hey, man, I got to make that money first in New York. We'll talk about this football thing another time. So they held their first spring practice for the first time in several years. AG, what about yourself? As Nick is chomping on a bite, telling me not to have a bite. Meanwhile, his mouth is full right now. Did y'all peep that out, AG?
You gotta lead the show.
AG, meanwhile,
so yeah, I got a little video game history here. So April 30th, 2000, the misadventures of Braun, Wild Arms 2, which was a Switch game, I believe, and Resident Evil remake was released during that year. Then a year, I say just recently, 2021, Epic Games, which Epic Games is the developer for Fortnite.
That is right.
They acquired the artist portfolio platform ArtStation. So additionally, other video games came around this day, like I mentioned. So good days on April 30th. A lot going on in the video game space.
I appreciate this here real quickly, guys, before we get to break and get Chef Bob in here from Heavenly Waffles. We have the text. I appreciate the willingness to text in again today. 3764 on the text line says, Nick, I need to apologize. I got my days mixed up. Today is the day Pittsburgh beats up on the Cubs. Well, guess what? 3764, we have to do this real quickly.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Sing it like you mean it, Nick.
They're singing, go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
The more people, I'll stop it.
You know what's bad?
The more that people want to talk about it, the more I want to play it.
Well, you know what's bad? I think there were Pirates fans who've been singing the song along with you.
the best part is here's the thing. Old Dad 34's come around on it because he used to text in. He still texts in. He goes, Nick, you got to stop playing the song because it gets stuck in my head all day long. Bill and Bennett said, good time for some Cubs go, Cubs go, Nick. Let's hear it. Now Old Dad 34 though says, sounds like we need the song, Nick. Go Cubs go for the unknown texter. We got people coming around on Go Cubs go.
I gotta admit to you guys, fellas, I was humming it in my head yesterday. I was like, why am I singing this dumb song in my head? Go, what?
hey, it was funny. 3764 says, the same guy says, my girlfriend is a Cubs fan and made me listen to it yesterday. That sounds like a keeper. Sounds like a keeper. It's time to get on that knee. 3764. Go see our friend Rick at Sartor Heyman Jewelers. He'll hook you up.
Cubs and crescent ring.
Yeah. Put some Wrigley Field dirt on that thing. Just have it kind of like inside the capsule, and you're going to be good to go.
But G, I'm telling you, man. He says AG can't sing that because it says Chicago.
That's right.
Oh, man. Folks, we got Chef Bob coming back, and also the role of GMs in collegiate sports, because there is a figuratively and literally big man that just took over that role in the school here in the United States. We'll discuss that as well after we discuss with Bob and see what they've been doing. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Delicious, decadent, scrumptious, delightful. What other words can I use to describe something so tasty? How about heavenly? Chef Bob Haney created Heavenly Waffles to be incredibly fluffy, packed with protein, and loaded with a plethora of angelic toppings to elevate your experience beyond the typical waffle and syrup. Don't just take our word for it. You can experience Heavenly Waffles for yourself this Wednesday, April 30th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. only at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios located at 1040 O Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. We'll see a high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly cloudy, a low near 51. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly sunny and breezy, with the high around 70. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G1211492, G1877747, and G1965999.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it. This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back with the guru himself. We got Chef Bob from Heavenly Waffles. Brother, it's good to see you again, man.
It's so good to be back. It's been a long time.
How long has it been?
I think I was on the show. We haven't served Heavenly Waffles here since, maybe September last year, because we started our Costco Roadshow in October, and I kind of haven't looked back. And then the last time I was here on the show, we didn't cook because we were doing a pop-up, the Lincoln Costco Roadshow, and so we came in the morning right before we went to Costco that day. And that was in December. So we haven't been here since December.
Folks, we got Chef Bob, CEO, founder of Heavenly Waffles, on with us again. We got Raff holding it down in Huntsville. We got Ahman Green, AG, in Houston.
What's up, boys?
What's up? How you doing?
Good.
Chef Bob, tell us real quick about the fall. You told us when you were here in October a little bit, but tell us real quick about the Costco and just the number of stops you've had. Since seeing us last.
So we did 7 Costco roadshows in the Midwest. We had a couple other companies do a few others, 12 in all. And then we got asked by the Pacific Northwest region of Costco to do a roadshow. So we were in Boise, Seattle, Portland, Salt Lake, and Billings, Montana.
Nice. Nice.
We've also since then picked up Harris Teeters, 240 Harris Teeters, and those are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I'm not even sure. We're going to Charlotte next week for a week. We're doing 5 pop-ups at Harris Teeters. Then 2 weeks later, we're going to Charleston for a week and doing 5 more there. Because we've got to, we're in a total of 750 stores now.
Man,
so
awesome. Nice. Awesome.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I mean, think of how small we were, when we first started doing 93.7 at the old location.
Yeah.
I think we had maybe 10 restaurants nationally. Actually worldwide, because we have some in Turks and Caicos. And then we had the University of Tennessee, University of South Florida, the New York Jets, been vetted and cleared to start selling our mix to all the Major League Baseball training facilities. We have 240 Harris Teeters, 110 Rayleighs, 225 Hy-Vee Health Markets, Leon's here in Lincoln.
Yep.
We have Better Health Market, Fruitful Yield in Chicago, Market of Choice in Oregon. We have Market District in Pittsburgh.
Say that word again. What's that city?
Market of Choice.
In what city?
I think Pittsburgh.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Maybe they need to eat some more waffles so they can knock off the Cubs for once.
We have, let me think, where else do we have? I think there's some others. There's so many that I've never even heard of. I'd never heard of Harris Teeter.
I was going to ask you, is that what type of, is that a convenience store?
No, it's a high-end Kroger. So it's part of Harris Teeter. Yeah. And so they're really, really nice stores. I'm excited. We've never been in.
Yeah.
But we've got all of these. We have all these grocery stores nationally.
Yeah.
And 3/4 of them have no idea who we are and what we are. So we're in the middle of a fundraising to raise money for marketing, for geofencing, so that when we're in these locations, we can shoot out emails and texts and things so that we can educate. We have to educate the people, because how different Heavenly Waffles are. They're not what people think of a waffle. Right. And so, like you were saying earlier about being satiated and not having that big dough ball in your belly, that's what a traditional, normal pancake or waffle does to you. Whereas when you eat a Heavenly Waffle, you have that satisfied.
You'd go work out.
Yeah.
Without any bloating or anything like that.
100%. And it's so much fun doing what we're doing.
Raff.
I'm sorry, Raffy, you guys aren't here.
Well, I figured you guys would just wait until the week after I leave to bring the waffles. But it's
Ahman,
easy.
Actually, in Ahman, we have the Green Bay Hy-Vee is selling Heavenly Waffles.
Yeah, they got an extra large Hy-Vee that got built in Green Bay about right before I left.
Yeah.
So 2023, and I say it's bigger than most Costco's and Sam's Clubs all together. It's huge.
Wow.
So I might be, obviously I'll go up there in the fall, obviously I was just there for the draft, so it'll be
cool.
fun to come check y'all out, have y'all on the shelves there.
Oh yeah,
and
so they're in their
grounds.
They're in their health market. So some people are like, well, I don't see them. They're not in the center of the store, which, to be honest, I'm happy that they're not in the center of the store, even though it's just they're a better for you product.
Right. You know, so, are they? Do you have them in the Hy-Vee here in Lincoln yet?
Yeah.
So the one on Williamsburg, I like how they're in that they're sectioned off. Say these are the healthy ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like that from a marketing standpoint because it shows these are not like the regular offers.
Right.
It's interesting. So, Bob, I guess you mentioned all the stores you're in. Two-part question.
Yes.
I know you've said the spiel 5 million times when you've traveled the country. What makes your guys' waffles different? But then also, second part is, can you believe that in a short period of time, really,
Sure,
you guys have blown up?
Yeah. So what makes Heavenly Waffles different is I replaced a large majority of the traditional flour that's in a normal pancake or waffle mix with dry yogurt. We added a protein isolate. So about a year and a half ago, we only had 7 grams of protein. Now we have 11 grams of protein, 13 grams of protein in the finished product because you mix it with an egg and oil. So that egg bumps it up 2 more grams of protein per serving. So in the Heavenly Waffle you guys just ate,
you made for us
has 13 grams of protein.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
And you still have that carbonated water you use?
You mix it with so that's another club soda.
That's what I use every single time.
Club soda or bubbly or poppy or beer or champagne. I do a vanilla bean pale ale chicken and waffle with a fennel sausage gravy that's out of this. You guys.
So here's what I do, Chef Bob, is I have one of the mini waffle makers.
Right.
And so all I will do is I got the 4-pound bag of waffle mix. I'll put some club soda, mix those things together, and then I'll make them. And then what I usually actually do is I'll make a large batch, put them in a Ziploc baggie, freeze them.
Yeah.
And then that way in the morning when I
Snack
want them,
on
I
them.
put them in the toaster, and then I get 2 waffles.
good
And like
idea.
you said, it's about 15 grams of protein in that quick breakfast of
Right.
frozen
idea.
waffles.
We are close. We've found a co-man to start doing our Heavenly Waffles pre-made frozen.
Hello.
Man, Bob.
So we are probably not in 2025.
Yeah.
But I can't guarantee my CEO and CFO would yell at me, but I can almost promise that they'll be 2026. We're really close. We've also, so I think I've shown you guys pictures they're absolutely. So see that right there?
Oh, whoa. What's that in the middle?
That's a Heavenly Waffle ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah, I've seen one of those on I've seen one of those on a social media post on a restaurant down here with waffles. So that's new. I like that.
And what we do is ours a flat bottom. So it's a lot of a lot of places are doing waffle sandwiches, waffle ice cream sandwiches, but they're doing a whole waffle on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just too much waffle, I think. So I have a flat bottom waffle that it'll be flat on one side, waffle shaped on the other. So it'll be one waffle as opposed to 2 bites of. It's just too much bread. So we've gotten Whole Foods committed to 560 stores once we have that available.
Is that all?
Nice.
How about that?
Yeah.
And
Could have been 600.
So the answer, the second part of the question is, can I believe it? I can believe it.
Yeah.
But it's surprising how quickly it got to the point where we are right now.
But you know what, Bob? One thing and I know what, Raff, you've seen it when you were here, and AG, the times you've been here, Bob, your work ethic, you and Mama's work ethic, and your discipline, and just say, you know what? We're just gonna try it.
Yeah.
We're gonna lug our equipment. We're gonna haul everything in our truck, in our cars, and I love that hustle, though. I love that drive, and just even serious. I mean, it's all seriousness, Bob. There's some things that I've been meaning to do in my own business. I'm like, AD, what are you waiting on? Bob, you didn't wait. You guys
No.
said, you know what? It wasn't like you went out there just unprepared. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You had
No.
a concept. You knew it was good.
Right.
But you knew no one was going to know if you didn't get out there and tell the world.
We've got to get it in people's mouths. That's the most important part of this. It's just because a lot of people, and you wouldn't think a lot of people don't like pancakes or a waffle, but a lot of people don't like pancakes and waffles because of how they make you feel. And the fact that ours don't do that is the biggest educational experience that we have to now go out and do.
Well, and it's easy for, I think, like, it's easy for us to sit here behind these microphones and you when you're traveling and stuff and tell people, hey, this is how you're going to feel. But for them to actually experience it is what's going to be the true selling point.
Right. And to be perfectly honest, I forget how they make me feel.
Yeah.
About a month ago, Kathy was out running errands and I was at home and I just kind of putzing around the house and I was just kind of nibbling all day long and I just absolutely could not satiate my hunger. And so finally I called Kathy and I was going to go to the gym and then I'm like, I'm going to go to Freddy's.
Heavenly waffles, but yeah,
so
different than the gym.
So on my way,
little detour.
So on my way to Freddy's, I called Kathy. She's like, and she goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm gonna go to Freddy's." And keep in mind, we don't eat fast food. And I would get, I'd get in so much trouble if I had, because Kathy's like my food police.
Yeah.
And you ask why I'm.
Yeah, you look.
fit.
You guys, Raff and AG real quick. He's fit as heck right now.
Well, he was a model previously in his first life.
He literally was a model
and a baseball player.
Yeah.
That's right.
But so anyway, so she's like, "You are not going to Freddy's. Turn the car around and go have a Heavenly Waffle." And so I did, and I went back home. I whipped up a batch, and I just ate one, and literally the feeling of hunger that I had all day long literally was just gone. And I didn't have that full feeling, but I wasn't hungry anymore.
We're getting questions on the text line about gluten-free options.
We have gluten-free.
There you go.
Yeah, in the health market. Our gluten-free, to be honest, is what Kathy and I eat.
Okay.
We just like it better. Chef Michael Ukura, Top Chef Judge, season 1 and 2, served before he just took over a restaurant consulting company out of Kansas City. But he was in San Francisco, had a Michelin Award-winning restaurant called Spinning Bones. He served Heavenly Waffles gluten-free on the menu, and on the menu it said gluten-free available when really that was all he served, because people could not, and to this day people can't tell the difference between our gluten-free and our gluten-free is unbelievable. Yeah. So all the Hy-Vee health food stores or health market area, they have our gluten-free, plus they have all 6 of our SKUs. So and then again, Leon's, we have a bunch of other places in Omaha, Ellsworth Crossing, Lighthouse Cafe serves them and sells them. Both Moran's Grills serve them. Salted Edge. If you've ever been to Salted Edge,
I've heard
go to Salted Edge. Really, really good. And their brunch is unbelievable. Chef Joel and Chef T do an amazing job. They're opening a new place called Pivot Prime Steakhouse. So good. But they serve Heavenly Waffles on their Sunday brunch. It's so much fun doing what we're doing.
Awesome.
You guys, Big Bird says here before we let you go, Bob, I know you got to take care of biz. As he goes, vegan options.
We don't have vegan options. We use dry egg whites, and then we also use 40% of our mix as a dry yogurt. And so maybe someday we've got to create that product knowledge and name recognition before we start
really branching.
Really branching out product line. A lot of people want us to do a bunch of flavors of our gluten-free as well. Yeah. Which I asked if we could do, but we can't afford. The stuff's expensive.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the things I said it was scary. It's scary just because we have to spend so much money to make money.
Yeah.
And, back when it was just Kathy and me, we were flush because we made money catering. We didn't sell that much mix online. We didn't have a ton of ingredients and packaging sitting in our warehouses or co-manufacturers warehouse. We're manufactured here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Heartland is the company that does our mix. And so it's a different animal.
It's different. You got manufacturing, distribution.
Oh my gosh,
marketing.
Well, and you have to pay
all the bills. You got to pay the bills.
If anyone out there wants to invest in Heavenly Waffles,
That's
hit
what I
me
was
up.
just. That's what I was just gonna say. Like, imagine that we all are your Shark Tank audience.
Right.
What's the pitch for why people should either get involved? Because now I'd be curious to know. Like you said it, Kathy and you when you guys started. But now how many people are involved? Like, what's the pitch?
Oh my gosh.
Why Heavenly Waffles?
Well, we have a social media team. We have a design team out of Chicago. We have our CEO, our CFO. We have Kathy and me. We have a PR firm out of, I'm trying to think of where they are, out of Dallas, I believe. No, maybe out of Arizona. to be perfectly honest, I don't remember. Oh, they've been on a hiatus because we've been spending so much money on this Costco roadshow stuff.
Yeah.
And so we put them on hold for a little while. But why Heavenly Waffles? Because it's the world's only product of its kind. It's the only dry yogurt based product on the market. If you look at our competitors, what we have compared to, so our protein to calorie count, we're the lowest in sodium on the market. We're 1,100%. So 350% less sodium up to 1,100% less sodium. Wow. Only 2 added sugars. We partner with the Childhood Diabetes Foundation out of Denver and the Barbara Davis Center out of Boulder. Won't spike your sugars. There's so many things. I can go on and on. The versatility of the product. You can do it at breakfast, lunch, dinner, appetizer, dessert. You've seen pictures of the sandwiches that I do.
Yep.
You can't do those with any other waffle mix because they would literally turn to mush if you put a tomato and lettuce and mayonnaise or any aioli on them, because it would absorb into the waffle and then just they crumble apart. And so, and it's just the best tasting and the most satiating.
Here's a question that's kind of putting you on the spot. There's a lot of picky eaters out there.
Sure.
And especially when you're talking about children, they don't like the way a waffle looks. Could you guys use yours in pancakes? Like,
oh my gosh.
If you have a pancake maker at home?
100%. Yeah. Pancakes, crepes. Our daughter did a crepe the other day and it's so good.
There you go.
Folks, this is Chef Bob. Him and Kathy do an amazing job. So proud of you guys. Big Bird says, met Chef Bob at Costco. The waffles are most definitely heavenly.
The one important thing that we can't leave out, where do people get it?
So you can get it
in addition to the stores.
Midwest Costco's, they have a 2-pound bag. All of the Hy-Vees, Health Market, Harris Teeter's, 110 Rayleigh's on the West Coast, Better Health Market in Michigan, Fruitful Yield in Chicago. Again, Harris Teeter's in Pittsburgh, but all the Harris Teeters.
What you say?
Yeah. Also for AG, the Hy-Vee in Green Bay for sure. But all Hy-Vee Health Markets, Market District, Market of Choice. I mean, there's so many.
HeavenlyWaffles.com,
HeavenlyWaffles.com, Amazon.com, and Walmart.com.
Jeez.
Bob,
yeah.
This guy.
Congratulations to you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Love you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Absolutely.
Every day.
We really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Every day.
You forgot to say 937 the ticket. We have them on there.
937 the ticket.
Yeah, right.
We need some restaurants in Lincoln to start serving us.
Yes, we do. We need to get on the ball with that. So, yeah.
High tides raise all ships.
Maybe that's just an indication on maybe some of the brunch places around here.
There you go.
There
you go.
Absolutely.
The demand will be there.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Folks, we'll be right back. We got some more sports to discuss, and a big thank you to Heavenly Waffles, Bob and Kathy. Thank you much. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. See a high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly cloudy, although near 51. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly sunny and breezy, with the high around 70. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's always fun banter when the Hall of Famer Jay Foreman comes in and him and Nick go back and forth. So it's always a good time. Nick, you guys, I got to call Nick out real quick, man. I got to call him out, AG and Raff. It's not a call out.
Let's say, what's new?
It's not even, no, it's not a call out. I applaud you because it's pretty cool. You know, we're just sitting there having a conversation, AG and Raff. Nick goes, hold on, I got to start my vacuum cleaner.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, when I was growing up, AG, and I know you know this, I can say this for AG for as a fact because it's a cultural thing. The name of your vacuum cleaner at your house, Ahman, was called Ahman. Am I correct?
Facts.
And the name of my vacuum cleaner at my house was Aaron. Nick did something on his phone, y'all, and he started his vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, it's one of the remote control ones, or one of the automatic ones. It's in my living room right now.
AG's was automatic, so was mine. We automatically did it once we was told.
Look at this. It's tracing the living room. You can see it running around. You can everybody. So I got my layout here, and it's
I've
tracing
seen
the living
those,
room.
but are they pretty effective?
They work incredible.
Hardwood floors or carpet.
Yep, because I got both, and it does both.
Hey,
I have the one that it
It's
can
called technology, AD.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's crazy. It's got the one. I have the one that I can choose. It's like if I wanted to mop the hardwood floor, I can have it mop.
I'm gonna talk to you off air about
It's awesome
because all my cleaners are gone. They all moved out.
I found an incredible sale on Amazon. It was this one. I mean, I would tell people normally it's $400. I would never pay $400 for something like this, but I got it on sale for $149.
I would do that.
And I read the reviews and I was like, this actually works out really
You
well.
have to send me that link, man.
So,
AD, you never asked the name of my vacuum cleaner when I was younger.
Yeah, no. I'm just assuming that I don't know. Did you clean it, Raff?
It's called Mom.
Yeah, see,
there it is.
That's why I said
Raff, once again, you should have just
let it ride. You should have just let it ride, Raff.
You should have just stayed quiet, Raff.
I'm just simply saying in certain households, I'm not saying all, but in certain households, it was like, yeah, when my kids moved out, I still do a lot of the cleaning.
Yeah.
I still do a lot of my own cleaning. For me, cleaning is literally, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, but I'm gonna have to definitely less therapy is good too, though, to get one of the
I was
vacuums.
saying, yeah, right? I still got to dust and I gotta wash dishes, like all that stuff. But like ultimately, it's nice to come home and know that like all the carpets are cleaned. It goes under the bed, it goes in the closet, it takes care of everything.
Hazelbear, you're not gonna get me again, buddy.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Hazelbear, why do you think I do it when I'm not home? There's a reason I run it when I'm not there. So,
well, folks, Raff sent me this, and I think it's pretty interesting to look that up. And the trend of GMs that are going across the country right now, the collegiate sport. This will be a short segment, but I think it's something may dive into it more tomorrow. But Shaquille O'Neal has agreed to become the Sacramento State men's basketball general manager, according to sources by ESPN. Unpaid, voluntary for the role of the Basketball of Famer. His son is going to play for Sacramento under their new coach, Mike Bibby. He transferred out of Florida A&M in March, and he joined the Hornets. So Shaquille O'Neal is the latest high-profile athlete to join as a GM in the school. You got Steph Curry, of course, is doing it. At his alma mater, Davidson. You got Trey Young that's doing it at Oklahoma. And, of course, Andrew Luck that has taken over that at Stanford. And Andrew Luck's not only being the GM, he's had to firing coaches, replacing coaches, bringing in coaches. You guys, AG, I'm going to say this because you're a person with that type of pedigree. Whether it be, would that be something that you would be interested in doing? Would that be a role that you would take and not necessarily an alma mater, but let's say a school up in Wisconsin, because not just like you're known in Wisconsin, but nationwide. But let's say Wisconsin, for the sake of the example, would that be a role that you would consider?
100%. In Lincoln, anywhere, because we, as professional athletes, I talk to my GM quite a bit. In Green Bay, Ted Thompson was a guy that I frequent with in terms of just having general conversation, not just talking money or talking, what new deals are popping up for guys. So, and we see the process every year, right? We see the process through our own process of negotiating, or every 3 to 4 years. And then we see the process that our teammates go through, or we watch the news and we end up seeing things on ESPN. But I said more than anything, being in the building, I would go up, when I was a Seahawk, go up to the offices upstairs in Green Bay as well. And in Houston, get to know my GM, get to know the financial person, the IT people. So we know it takes basically a tribe. And so having that experience, then we can, we talk amongst each other as players too. So we know what's going on in terms of everybody's deal sometimes, contract going on, especially if guys in a rookie in a final year that situation where basically they got to perform at a high level. So we know the ins and outs, the posturing, the scenarios that might pop up in negotiating player deals. So for Shaq to do what he's doing, he played in the NBA for 19 years, I believe. So that's 19 years of experience. I got 12, and then being in Nebraska for 3. So I understand the processes, players like myself will understand and really fall into a job that real easy, where we just got to get introduced to who our new teammates are, in terms of the head coaching staff and what they want, the directive or the collective, that's on campus or near campus who I got to associate with, because obviously those are my financier people that's going to help me build out this roster that, Coach Rule would want, or any coach for that matter, where I would be at. So I got to find out what numbers am I working with. So we know that when we got a 5-star or a 4-star recruit coming to campus, that we're not telling them a fib about what we have for them, that we could be straight up and we could be honest, and then we could actually give that kid a real experience, wherever that player decides to go.
Raff, you owned a football team, ran a football team, coached a football team. You were the GM, the coach, owner, etc. How do you think this is going to become more popular in light of NIL? Even if, because you think about the House bill, which is, we should know that here, you would think any day now, as far as that goes. But in light of all the different things that are going, the moving parts that are going outside football, the things that AG just mentioned, knowing what type, a 4 or 5 star recruit coming in, what are budgetary issues, who are you scouting, marketing opportunities, etc. Do you think this becomes more popular? And do you think these guys, these organizations will see guys and gals with prominent names to bring in more potential endorsement dollars, particularly for said universities?
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot of like the young at Oklahoma.
Trey Young.
Trey Young. He's the assistant general manager. I think you'll see a lot of the assistant general managers be people that have had prominent roles and played in sports. It kind of surprised me a little. I think you'll see maybe the smaller schools, you'll see like the Shaquille O'Neal's, because being a general manager at these, colleges now, I mean, you'd think it's a full-time job.
Right.
So it'd be interesting to see how, like with Shaquille, the first thing I heard was, okay, they got him, because his son's there. He's friends with Bibby. But the time allotment, I would be surprised to ever see Shaquille move up to like a Power 5 school, but at a Sacramento State or something like that, where he can use his name for the recognition and the money. That makes sense to me to get that money, of course. But the bigger schools, it just depends on what the commitment is. I doubt you're going to see a person that's in the league right now full time, make that move to be a full GM. It just
it's taking time. Absolutely,
yeah, exactly,
absolutely. Old Dad 34, me and Nick were actually discussing this. The NFL about 30 minutes ago, they fined the Atlanta Falcons $250,000 to the organization, $100,000 to the defensive coordinator because it was his son who did the prank call to Shedeur Sanders. So they were not messing around.
Here's my thing. Why would you post that video?
I have no idea.
What would you if you're the son?
So who posted it? I thought it was Shedeur that posted it.
No, the defensive coordinator's son, the one who prank called him, posted it.
Well, he didn't even think that out, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get likes, I'm gonna make fun of Shedeur and the Sanders family or whatever. That's what he's thinking. Right.
Cost the family $100,000. The Atlanta Falcons organization $250,000. Roger Goodell said, okay, you want to post this.
Right.
Make this call.
Right. I'll be like, boy, come here. I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Come here.
Pull up.
What are you doing?
We're up against the clock. Send us to break, ED.
We'll be right back, folks, with the RGT and last words from AG.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. We'll see a high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly cloudy, a low near 51. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly sunny and breezy, the high around 70. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
You don't have to cross your fingers when digging into the ground this spring. Start every project with a call to Nebraska 811 so utilities like LES can mark their buried lines and you can avoid injury and power outages.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back for our last quick segment. Man, I want to give a big shout out again to Heavenly Waffles. They are doing good business out there.
Got the dogs barking.
Like Barry White back there. That's no little dog.
Hey, that dog said, give me some waffles.
Was that Apollo, AG? Or is that yours, Raff?
No, that's Apollo and Ace. They think they're the what's the word? What's the little camera that's like everybody uses now? The what?
The Ring
doorbell.
doorbell.
They think they're the real life Ring doorbell.
Oh wow! Yeah,
anything that walk across they'll be peeping out we got windows by the door, and my wife Marie was like, we shouldn't have put windows by the door because they kind of rule the pathway to our door. Like, who is that?
Can you imagine walking to the door and seeing those dogs right there?
Hey,
no,
the UPS, the Amazon guy, they have thrown boxes at our door and not even. I'm like, bro. I'm like, how you throw the box? He said, hey, man, those dogs are too big, bro. I'm like, you gonna throw the box up here? I said, that's bad customer service, homie.
That's wild.
Hey, they figure I'll take a lost job rather than a lost leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As we wrap up the show, do want to give you guys some insight on some Husker stuff. Nebraska is in real good position to land a 2027 quarterback out of the cycle tomorrow. Trey Taylor, who we've mentioned a couple of times on this show and throughout the station. He was in town once again this last week, but he commits tomorrow. And Nebraska is in a pretty good position there. He's a top 60 player nationally in the 2027 class. High 4-star guy. Certainly would be a really nice pickup for 2027 in Nebraska's recruiting class.
It'd be awesome. A lot of things happen in the next couple of days, man. Raffy, what you got, my man?
All right. First, just let everybody know we're sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Honda's team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and
more.
AD, what you got today for the attitude adjustment?
You know, mine today, man, I was thinking about Bob and them because, like I said, I'm not going to get you on there, but some things I've been wanted to do in my business and just been kind of debating on, and really not even debate, just need to pull the trigger. Stop waiting, folks. If you got all the information at hand, pull the trigger on that idea, on that cause, or just something you've been thinking about doing, whether it's health-wise, financial-wise, whatever it may be. You know, Bob and Kathy, they're just they're inspiring. You know, and it's just like, you know what are you waiting for? After you've gathered, I'm not saying just go out there recklessly and haphazardly not have the information, but once you've gathered all the information, you have the skill, the know-how, and the desire, don't let procrastination or fear stop you. Go ahead and pull the trigger.
AG, any final thoughts, AG?
What you say, AD?
I saw AG's face.
I heard to say trigger, then I said plug. I was saying plug, trigger, plugger.
I was like, what did he just say at the end? You had everything right until the last word.
He was going so strong. He was going so strong.
It's been a long morning, okay? I was going to say pull the plug, pull the trigger,
AD's
try
ready
the waffle.
AD's ready for a nap. AG, what you got? Final
man.
My friend.
Final thoughts. And like I think I said this yesterday, but I like to repeat myself because that's what coaches do. Talking to Jalen Monroe the other day or last week at the combine, and for all the rookies out there now, new rookies in the NFL, and for I'll say incoming guys like transfer portal guys that are new to Lincoln, and athletes that are new to England, and students that will be also graduating and moving on. I say just take it one step at a time. Right, you ain't got to win everything right now. You just got to get yourself in the spot. Give yourself that opportunity by showing up, and that's where I say you have a lot less pressure on yourself. You know, just go out there and just be the person you was when you were in high school, little league, that got you to where you are now, because that's going to be the person to continue to push you forward through your college year, first year on the team, rookie year in the NFL, Major League Baseball, wherever. Just continue to be that person, because that person is what got you there in the first place.
Raffy?
Before we get out of here, guys, we have to mention our friends at Renew. Call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858 or visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. They do it all. Ceramic coatings, window tinting. We talked about it. I'm using David and his team at Renew for some window tinting. Actually, right now, it's going on today. Bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing, and undercoating. Give Nate, Eric, or David a text or a call today, 402-833-3858, or online at renewyourauto.com. Raffy, where are you going to be watching the Cubs-Pirates game later on this afternoon and evening?
Oh, I'm going to be watching on television. It's going to be great. Got to keep an eye on the little dog. And to everybody out there wanting to know about the RGT, I have it. I will give it tomorrow, so we're all good. Everyone, have a great day. Be nice to each other, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find. Only at